You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and happy Mother's Day to all the single fathers out there, because they do exist, and to all the daddies who got to spend state issue government time with their kids today. Happy Mother's Day. I'm Caden, and I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? This Commissioner, aka Trill Dollar Bill. Happy Mother's Day.
It is always G Day and G Block here on Boxing Bros.
LLG.
That's right. So the first topic we're going to discuss today is, can Loma still become undisputed champion? So last night it was just target practice in Australia for Vasily Lomachenko fighting George Kambosos. So we're going to take a look at the current state of the lightweight division, and we'll talk about whether or not Vasily Lomachenko can still become undisputed champion. So Gervonta Davis was elevated to the WBA champion. Shakur Stevenson has the WBC championship, and Emmanuel Navarrete is fighting Dennis Benrinchek on May 18th. And so for the winner of that fight, I'm just gonna go and pick Navarrete right now. I think he's gonna win. We'll have the WBO title. So Trill, based on this lineup, do you think Vasily Lomachenko can become undisputed champion at 135?
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. You got anything's possible. I think he could be unified champion. Undisputed is kind of hard, it's hard to be, I think that he can outskill a Navarrete, even though Navarrete is taller and will come in taller and stuff, but we don't know if he's gonna bring that punch up there, So maybe he can unify with him, and I know they're on the same side of the street. I wish we could have seen him in there with Shakur Stevenson, because that was what Bob was trying to make next, But we see that that's not the plans that Shakur Stevenson has, And then Tank, I just think Tank's just too young, too strong, and I think he could be unified champion. Because you got to understand, Loma is fighting at 135 when he should be fighting at 130. He's actually fighting above his weight class. And he's doing what he can. But yeah, I let's not. Loma did what he did against Kambosos. Not to take anything from Kambosos. I think Kambosos is an awesome loser. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the best. He's one of the richest losers ever. Because this is what I'm talking about. I don't mean like he loses the fight, right? But he wins when it comes to the money. You know what I'm saying? Because he fights at home and he gets that bag, and there's still more bags he can get for losing. You know what I'm saying? Because, still people want to see him in there with Shakur Stevenson. He can lose to him and get a bag. And then, and he would rather go, and it'll be a biggest bag Shakur Stevenson ever got for having a track meet. And then, you got Tank. Tank can go over there and spark him out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Kambosos. Every time he loses, he gets some M's. But I think that's where it stops. These other guys might be too much for him. You know what I'm saying? Except for, I think I would love to see Shakur Stevenson and him mix it up. I would love to see that. But I think the closest one I think he can unify against is Navarrete, because he has a lot of flaws, and the way Lomachenko is, I think he can take him out like he did Kambosos with a body shot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna treat this like spades. I give him 1 and 2 possibles. I think Navarrete. I think he's gonna have a tough time with Tank. I think it's possible he can outbox Tank though, but if he's able to stay away from Tank's power punches and he's able to neutralize Tank, take away his best weapons, I think he can make the fight close, but as we've seen, close decisions haven't gone Vasily's way, and so I don't know if he'd be able to get a decision over Tank. I don't see him dominating Tank by multiple rounds. I see him having trouble, particularly if he had those struggles with Devin. Although I thought he beat Devin 115, 113, I don't see him. I see him having a tougher fight with Tank. And I think, despite what people think, I think Tank has a very high boxing IQ in that ring, and people underestimate Tank. And that's how they end up getting knocked out. So, yeah, I think it's possible, though. I don't rule it out. Like, if they fought and Vasily won, it wouldn't be a shocker to me. And Vasily Lomachenko versus Shakur Stevenson, I actually think this would be his toughest fight, because Shakur has no problem putting on those track shoes, and he couldn't get to Devin at times. So I think Shakur is more polished and more skilled than Devin. And you saw in the fight with Ryan Garcia, Devin looked amateurish at times, and so I do think that Shakur would give him a tough time. But it wouldn't surprise me if his experience, his athleticism, his knowledge, he was able to catch Shakur with something big, hurt Shakur, change the complexion of the fight, and pull out the decision. All right, I don't rule out him flat out outboxing Shakur. So for me, if this was spades, I give my man Vasily 1 and 2 possibles. But you know what? Those 2 possibles could walk in this situation. So I will say there's still a chance that Vasily Lomachenko can become undisputed champion. It may not be the best chance, but there's still a chance. He's 36, but he still looks like he has a lot left in the tank.
Yeah, my brother wasn't trying to underbid. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. That's my brother Haney, and I'm the commissioner, Trill Dollar Bill. And as always, G forever is the Boxing Bros.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros: what would a victory over Fury mean for Usyk's legacy? So we know Usyk is an Olympic gold medalist, former undisputed cruiserweight champion in the 4-belt era, and now he's looking to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 2004, I believe. So we're talking about 20 years in the 4-belt era. If Usyk wins with his extensive resume, what would this do for his legacy, Trill Dollar Bill?
Listen, it's GOAT talk. That's what we're going to start. GOAT talk. You know what I'm saying? And the Olympian, undisputed cruiserweight, and it comes up and be undisputed at heavyweight, we're going to have to put him in a discussion of GOATs. You know? And he's doing it in real time. And if he does this, we have to give him his flowers. Because a lot of people don't want to make excuses and say this, that, and that. No, you got to give this man his flowers. Like I say, for overcoming the odds.
Mm-hmm.
And coming up here and doing what people thought is the impossible. You know? You have to put him in a discussion with the GOATs. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's just plain and simple. If Usyk wins, you just got to look at his resume, and you have to. It's GOAT talk, like you said. Like I hate to admit it, we talk about like pound for pound, we talk about like best of the era, but this will make him an all-time great. And I don't want to hear people start bringing up names, because people always want to nitpick and look to discredit. What you have to look at is he beat Bradis, which was a very close fight. Now, don't get it twisted. That was probably one of the closest fights he's ever been in. And there's some people who felt like Bradis won. I watched it was a close fight. I would have to rewatch it to score it. I didn't really score it, but I didn't feel like it was a robbery when I watched it. But he became undisputed, beating a very good, solid. He has a victory over a very solid cruiserweight champion. And then he moved up to heavyweight. And his resume at heavyweight is nothing to scoff at. Like all right, Witherspoon's his weakest opponent at heavyweight. Witherspoon, they took him from the car wash. And then he got washed in the ring by Usyk. But then he fought Chisora, beat Chisora, and you saw Chisora went to give people problems. Chisora went on to give Joseph Parker problems. The same Joseph Parker who just beat Deontay Wilder and Zhang. So we can't front on what Usyk has been able to do. Then he beat Anthony Joshua twice. Say what you want about AJ, but AJ beat Klitschko, and AJ's beaten the most top 10 heavyweights, and he beat AJ. So then he goes on and he beats Daniel Dubois, which to me is a solid victory. And now he's going in against Tyson Fury. And if he beats Tyson Fury, you got to understand that Tyson Fury is no slouch. And Tyson Fury is one of the most physically gifted heavyweights we've seen. So if he takes down Fury to become undisputed with all that's going on in the Ukraine, bruh, it's GOAT talk. It's movie talk. It's Netflix series documentary talk. It's like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, the only thing holding him back was if this dude could speak English, he'd be one of the most marketable celebrity athletes, like globally. So it's GOAT talk.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. That's Caden. I'm Trill Dollar Bill. G forever. We the Boxing Bros.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. What would a loss to Usyk mean? Would a loss to Usyk mean Fury was overrated? So if Fury loses to Alexander Usyk, does that mean he was overrated as a heavyweight? I'll throw it to you, Trill Dollar Bill.
Not at all. I feel like, considering the timing and everything, I think that Usyk is actually the best fighter that Tyson Fury is going to be in there with. Honestly, I think he's the best fighter that he's ever going to be in there with. And the great Tyson Fury himself said this about Alexander Usyk. Excuse me. He said, Usyk is a bad man, a dangerous man, and a very good boxer. I'll never take someone like that lightly. So, if the great Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, is telling you, you know what I'm saying, that he's not going to take the puffed up middleweight that he so-called called him.
He's saying a lot of different stuff now.
Saying the different stuff now. He's not going to take him like, do you know what this is? You know what it is. You know, and it definitely, it doesn't take anything away from Tyson Fury and his accomplishments. It just means that Usyk was the better man.
I agree with you, man. This is what people don't like. I guess they want, some people don't want me to be like, yes, he's overrated. He's overrated. I've seen the arguments against Fury, like his resume is weak. He beat Klitschko though. He's the one who stopped Klitschko's reign. You can never take that away from Tyson. Like he was the one who dethroned the king, the guy who reigned for 10 years, the guy who held it down. He's the man who beat the man. You can never take that away from him. Now, he did get suspended. He wasn't able to maintain the belts because he couldn't uphold the requirements, defend everything. And so he did lose the belts, but you can't take that victory away. That victory still stands, right? So he did that. He came back. He beat Deontay Wilder. Now, I know everyone's saying Deontay Wilder's a hype job. Remember, no one more so than me. Well, I shouldn't even say that. There are a bunch of people, but listen, I'm one who always felt like Wilder wasn't as good as advertised. But you can't belittle the fact that Fury wasn't at his best when he did it. Fury was out for 2.5 years, over 400 pounds, had to lose weight, was abusing his body. He came in as a cherry, bro. Like, let's be honest. And then he showed he was a sour cherry, got the draw, came back, and then dominated Wilder in the rematch. And then the trilogy was a really good fight, but he ended up putting Wilder down for good and ending the trilogy in impressive fashion. So although Wilder isn't someone you would say is that great, you got to give Fury credit that he was able to come off the couch and do what he did against Wilder. Wilder's still a formidable foe. Like, look at Joseph Parker's a very good heavyweight, very skilled heavyweight. He didn't knock out Wilder. He didn't. He beat him. He didn't knock him out. Fury stopped Wilder twice, fresh off the couch. Like, you got to get at the Tyson. So, yeah, beating Dillian White isn't that impressive. Yeah, beating Chisora for a third time wasn't that impressive. But he does have some impressive victories on his resume. So if he loses to Usyk, no, he wasn't overrated. Maybe Usyk is just that good, bro. Is Anthony Joshua overrated? I don't think he is. Bro, did Jared Chisora look bad when he fought Joseph Parker twice? No. Bro, if Usyk beats Fury, the world's really going to have to accept the fact that this dude is nice like that. And they may not want to do that. It may not be a sexy story because some people feel like they want the champs to be from certain places or speak certain languages. I really don't give a damn. I care about skill, performance, and that's it. Performance in the ring. I just want to pause that up for a second. You know what I mean? If he loses to Usyk, Fury's still great. Usyk is just one of the GOATs. Period.
Tell us how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. It's my brother Caden. I'm the commissioner, $12 bill. It's G forever. We the Boxing Bros.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros, who's going to become undisputed champion? Is it Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, or is it Alexander Usyk? $12 bills to moment of truth, man. We must make our predictions. Who you got in this fight?
When the first fight was first made and I seen how Tyson Fury was performing and his actions and everything, I was all the way going for Usyk. I said, there's no way that this guy's going to be able to catch Usyk and because Usyk is so talented and be able to move around and all that. Then I seen Tyson Fury after the deadlines. I seen him come in shape, lean and mean, ready to give his all and his best, but I still don't think it's gonna be enough. I think the skills and the movement and the punch placement of Alexander Usyk will be enough for him to get a unanimous decision against the Gypsy King. Nothing to take away from Gypsy King. I just think it's time with certain things that's been going on, I just think, his reign is over. But much love to Tyson Fury. I think this is Usyk's time right now. He got a lot riding on this. And Usyk looks different now. He looks different. He might mess around and
we gonna stop him. We gonna stop.
Usyk might mess around and but I just think Usyk got a little bit more tools right now in his bag than Tyson Fury. But I think this is gonna be a good one. We're gonna be standing up the whole time.
I remember years. You go to around 2015. We wanted to see Undisputed. We thought it would be Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Them boys were playing around, and we kept saying, y'all gonna mess around, and one of y'all gonna lose this fight. Well, as it turns out, they messed around, and both of them lost the fight. So the fact that we're talking about Undisputed, I'm just happy because I've been waiting to see this. I felt like the heavyweight division has been in disarray since Lennox left. We had the Klitschko brothers. They weren't going to fight each other, so we never had all the belts put together. So in the heavyweight division, we never knew who the actual man was. It was always a debate of who was the man. That's finally going to get settled, hopefully, on May 18th, because there's still time for something to go wrong. But we are proceeding as if it's going to happen, right? So here's the thing. I think about this, and this is one of those fights where you can talk yourself out of, like, 1 minute I talk myself into Usyk winning, the next minute I talk myself into Tyson Fury winning. It's a really great matchup for great reasons. I think Usyk's footwork, his skill, his timing, his boxing IQ is set to give Fury fits. But I also think that Tyson Fury's height, his reach, his athleticism, and his ability to adapt. Like you see Fury, he can go on the attack. When he got cut against Otto Wallin, he went on the attack. He changed the fight. He showed he can do that. When he got dropped in the 12th round with Wilder, he got hurt. He went on the attack. But you also saw in the Francis Ngannou fight, even when he wasn't in great shape, he went from being on the attack to being defensive and just racking up the points. He's a very smart fighter, Tyson Fury, and he has the ability to show you multiple styles. But so does Usyk. That's what makes this fight amazing. So, this also been a crazy year of the upsets, right? So it's been like that. And when I think about things, Tyson Fury, his bad performance against Ngannou, how he's now in shape and he's looking lean and ready. If this was Fury still talking that puffed up middleweight stuff, I would be like, oh, I'm going Usyk easy. But, I'm thinking, and G spoke to me. He said, Ukrainian soup is back on the menu. Okay. So what I want everyone to do, all right, when Tyson Fury beats Usyk, okay, I want everyone to have hashtag Ukrainian soup trending. I think Tyson Fury is going to get away with a lot in Saudi Arabia. I think he's going to hit and hold. He's going to put his weight on Usyk. He's going to hit with low blows, and he's going to destroy the body. I think Tyson Fury is going to pull out the whole bag of tricks, and he's going to get away with it in Saudi Arabia. And I think that he is going to win the fight. One of those boring Fury performances, like against Klitschko. And if that happens, I want hashtag Ukrainian soup trending.
Hashtag Ukrainian soup, hashtag LLG.
Yeah,
so everybody knows who
Ukrainian soup, hashtag LLG. But with that being said, I'm saying I'm picking Fury, but bro, I'm picking Fury because I've been picking Fury. And also this though, if Usyk does win this fight, I'm picking consistently. If Usyk does win this fight though, it's GOAT time, like straight up. But I got Fury winning. Hashtag Ukrainian soup, hashtag LLG. All right.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. That's my brother, Kaden. I'm the commissioner, Trill Dollar Bill. You already know it's Chief forever. We the boxing bro.
The last topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. Bill Haney breaks silence on Ryan testing positive. So Ryan Garcia, as you know, allegedly has popped positive for banned substances after his dominant victory over Devin Haney. And there's been all types of stuff happening on social media, interviews on ESPN. Bill Haney, a guy who's normally vocal and has a lot to say, has been silent. Well, he's broken his silence. We're going to take a look at what he had to say, and we'll discuss this situation in greater detail. So here's Bill Haney, and here's what he had to say.
I don't know what you're looking for me, man, for. You know I'm in traffic. But I'm definitely not on that Ryan Garcia pack because I heard it's laced with PEDs. Yeah, see you on the 22nd.
So this says the countdown to May 22nd, 2024. For those of you who don't know, that's the date where they're going to test Ryan Garcia's B sample. So Bill Haney's implying something about Ryan Garcia's B sample. And it says content is king, and this family gives you a glimpse of family film in the best sense at Real Devin Haney and Bill Haney. So I don't know what this is about. I don't know if he's hinting towards some documentary that's going to drop or whatever. But I'll give you some more information about what he's alluding to that's going to take place on May 22nd. So this is from Mike Carpenter. It says Ryan Garcia's attorney Darren Chavez told ESPN on Tuesday that the B sample will be open and analyzed May 22nd. Chavez will witness the examination. Ostarine is the substance that is present in his A sample. Chavez said yesterday's VADA report showed 19 noandrolone. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is a variant of noandrolone, whatever. Wasn't present in Garcia's system. Chavez claimed this is proof we are dealing with a known supplement contaminant in the billionth of a gram range that provided Ryan with no performance-enhancing benefit whatsoever on fight night. We now wait for B sample testing on the presence of low-level ostarine on May 22nd. He was negative 17 days before, Chavez added. So they're testing Ryan Garcia's B sample. Allegedly, it was first reported that he tested positive for a steroid and a SARM, which is the ostarine. So later on, he was cleared of testing positive for the steroid. So they said he did not test positive for this steroid. So he was cleared of the steroid allegation. And now the only thing that remains is this ostarine. Now we have reports coming out that it was a billionth of a gram. We have reports coming out that he tested for 6 times the amount, although the amount is 1 billionth of a gram. So they're saying he tested for 6 billionths of a gram. All this. And even if he tested positive for 6 billionth of a gram, it's still extremely low and would hint towards contamination. But he would still have to prove contamination. It's all madness. I'm going to turn it over to you, Trill Dollar Bill. Again, what's your reaction to this new information? And let's just say they find that there is low levels of ostarine in his system. Do you think that Ryan Garcia's victory should be turned to a no contest? All right, throw it to you, Dollar Bill.
First of all, I'm going to start with Bill Haney. That video is hilarious. I seen it online. The homie put it up, Heck_kicks. He put that on and I noticed that Ryan, when he mentioned Ryan, his voice got real shaky. And Ryan, Ryan got them over there stressing. And as far as the contamination, I was bro, I be forgetting because we just be kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like we just be kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like we outside. And the contamination part, I understand it. It's like somebody was hustling, right? And they had one thing on the scale. You know what I'm saying? They didn't clean the scale off, right? And then somebody came asking for something else, and then somebody else, and then they go to their job and they fail for pop for something else. That's basically what it sounded like. Cross-contamination has happened before, and it sounded like it's happening again. Do I think no, because it didn't. You got to follow the we don't know what's going on, but we know one thing: you can't trust VADA no more.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? This is out of everything we know we can't trust VADA no more. This has happened before. I just think that it sucks that it's happening right now after this fight. It's putting a bad eye on the sport, and people are not even really thinking about it. They rush to go save face. They're not realizing that this is really hurting the sport of boxing. We'll see you on May 22nd. But I don't think that should affect anything. It's looking like cross-contamination to me. Maybe you online scientists know more about this than I do. You know what I'm saying? But as a chemist myself, I
stepped up a few.
Long time ago.
Breaking Bad out here. Professor Trill.
You know what I'm saying? Some cross-contamination. You know what I'm saying? Somebody didn't wash off the scale. That's how
I'm feeling. Look, I'm going to say this. There's a lot of people not keeping the same energy, and this is my issue. And you, this is what I mean by holding me to the fire and let me know when I haven't been the same across the board. When Alicia Bumgardner popped, I didn't jump on a bandwagon. and accuse Alicia Bumgardner. I said, I'm going to wait. I don't think she took it. She posted pictures of when she was younger, her physique, everything. I said, I need more information before I'm just going to jump and criticize Alicia because they said she popped, right? Every time someone pops, with the exception of Big Baby Miller, and that's only because he's a serial cheater, and Jean Pascal, another serial cheater, and Dillian White, after he popped and he got cleared because we gave him the benefit of the doubt then he popped again, and we said, all right, this is too many pop. This is too much popping. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So with the exception of those, we always giving people who pop the benefit of the doubt, from Billy Joe Saunders with the nasal spray to Canelo with the taco meat.
Canelo with the meat.
Yep, Canelo with the taco meat. Oscar Valdez with the substance and then the tea. So we always giving these fighters the benefit of the doubt. So don't act like we just started doing this now because we're on Ryan's side or whatever. I hate when people do that, man. If you can't check the history and follow the history, don't just accuse people because of your bias. What you're doing is projecting. That's what you do. So that's what you think other people do. So what we like to do, bro.
I don't mean to cut you off because you're really cooking my brother, but I just had to add, we picked Devin. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, for real.
We picked Devin. You know what I'm saying? So this lady, y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we picked Devin. Yo, what's funny was I realized in showing these videos, I actually follow Devin. I don't even follow Ryan. Like, so, but I don't lie about what I saw, bro. There's just a difference. Okay, so first, let's talk about it. Contamination. You talked about how there can be cross-contamination when chemists don't clean the lab appropriately, right? But there can be contamination in a number of ways, bro. I keep trying to tell people, they act like, oh, well, Ryan has to talk about how it's in the system. Yo, okay, so when you go to a restaurant, you're back there with the chef. You know where they ordered the meat from. You know where that meat's coming from. So what if the chef ordered meat from, I don't know, from the farmer who supplied Tyson Fury, and then chefed it up? You go to a restaurant, you eat it, and then you end up having this stuff in your system. People act like it's, what do you think? They put steroids in meat, bro. They do. Why do you think when you go to the grocery store and you buy meat, they'll say like grass-fed, farm-raised, or it says no antibiotics, no substances? For one, they do put steroids in meat. So when people say contaminated meat, if they're in a place where there are farmers and sources where they use steroids in meat, that's really a possible thing. But here's what people are overlooking: the fact that he tested clean on April 3rd, and then before the fight, they're saying he tested positive for a billionth of a gram. And I hear people saying, oh, masking agents, blah, blah, blah. That's all cap, because it wouldn't be that low. It wouldn't be that low. The fact that it's that low is a hint at contamination. And if you are relying on those tests, that means every time he tested clean, you have to accept that as fact. If you accept it as fact that he tested clean on April 3rd, then you have to accept this fact. The only way it could be at a billionth of a gram, even if it's 6 billionth of a gram or whatever you want to believe, if it's at that low of a level, it has to be contamination. Because if he was taking it intentionally, the levels would be a lot higher, because it wouldn't have cleared his system that fast from April 3rd to April 19th and April 20th. Those are just fact. There's no microdosing crap that you can say. That all's cap, bro. Like, that comes from people trying to make conspiracies who don't understand. You know, all the hardcore steroid takers on the internet, all the hardcore people who know this have said Ryan is innocent. You know why? Because they know that microdosing stuff is BS. What the heck you talking about microdosing? You ain't getting no benefits on no microdosing. You need a window of you taking this stuff, being able to work out like a freak, so you can build all this advantage, and then you need to cycle off and become clean, and still be able to fight with that advantage. Now, if Ryan did that, he would have popped a long time ago. He would have popped in February. He would have popped in March. He would have popped in April. He wouldn't have started taking this stuff after he tested clean on April 3rd. And if he did, it would have been a lot more than a billionth of a gram in his system. It would have been a lot more than nanograms. So anyways, I want to get this done. I want to get this done quick. Let's talk about this. I think Devin is doing himself a disservice. I watched the fight again. From the beginning, Devin wasn't prepared for the left hook. Tank was. If you watch Tank, Tank was respectful enough of Ryan to make sure that he did not get hit with that left hook. Kept his hands up, and he treated that left hook like it was a bullet. He knew, I need to get out of the way of this punch at all costs. I can get hit with anything else, but I can't get hit with that left hook. Devin came with his hands down, super cocky. He thought he was fast enough to get out of the way of the left hook, and he wasn't, and he never respected it, and he never put his hands up. If you watch Floyd Mayweather, every time Floyd got hurt in his career, he went to the high guard. Watch it. Go watch Floyd. When he got hurt, he went to the high guard, bro. Devin never went to the high guard, and he never respected Ryan's left hook. That's why he got hit. Also, Devin never held the phone. Devin throws a jab, and he drops his right hand. That's amateur. Hold the phone, bro. You throw your jabs from right here. 1, 2, 1, 2. You don't. That's amateur stuff, bro. Ryan was catching him with. It was all Devin's technical flaws that got him abused, and that's what people.
Like you hit him with the Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. Watch it again, bro. If you think I'm lying, every time Devin threw a jab, he dropped his right hand.
He hit him with the Michael Jackson.
He didn't jab, keep it up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't double, triple. He just simple. Sometimes he come from up here with it, pulling his hands down. There were too many technical flaws in Devin's game for you to sit there and argue like, oh, it's just PEDs. The sad part about it is, if I was Devin, I would want to run it back, examining the tape, because Devin had moments where he dominated the fight. He had moments where he dominated the fight. His problem was he got caught with the left hook in the first round. He got hurt. He kept getting caught with the left hook. He didn't respect the left hook. If he fights Ryan again, knowing about the left hook and taking the left hook away, he could possibly win. He could possibly win. My scorecard was like 113, 112. Because Harvey Dock helped a lot. But my point is, he's doing himself a disservice behaving this way to me. If anything, bro, if you tighten up a few things, you can win. Devin can win, bro. This is what bothers me. He had the worst performance of his career. One, start by wearing some real boxing shoes where you can move around, utilize the best footwork in the game that you say you have. 2, respect his left hook at all costs. Avoid it. Yo, high guard for Ryan. Some fighters, you got to change what you do. You can go shoulder roll when you have every advantage over someone and you feel comfortable. When Floyd was uncomfortable, watch his tapes. He went to the high guard, bro. High guard. Dumb. You don't need to do all this. So again, I think he's doing himself a disservice. I think if bro really watches the tapes and really looks, he has stretches where he dominated and he was hurt. Imagine him starting fresh, not being hurt, not being weight drained, right? Saying he's not even going there to defend the belt. This is a voluntary. I'm coming in comfortable. You come in comfortable. Let's do it. He's not drained. He's comfortable. He's more polished. He respects the left hook. I think he has a better chance of winning the fight. I'm sick of hearing this drug stuff, bro. He doesn't need it. He's making himself look bad. That's my take on it. And as Trill pointed out, we picked Devin, and now I'm disappointed in it because this dude is crying like a baby when he could actually win a rematch if he cared enough to just fix his flaws and run it back. Ryan's willing to run it back. Let's do it again, bro. And I guarantee you can do a better job. Stop complaining, trying to get your old back, dog. It's over. The world will never forget we saw you get dominated. You can change our perception by running it back and dominating Ryan, which you're capable of doing. Shut up and get the training.
I couldn't say it any better. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. Thank you for rocking with the Boxing Bros, where we give you our unbiased opinion on the greatest sport ever. That's my brother, Caden. I'm the commissioner, Trill Dollar Bill. And you already know what it is. It's G forever.
G-Block.
Boxing Bros. Signing out.
Happy Mother's Day.